So I work for the Boulder High, I work for the I Have a Dream Foundation technically. We go in there and we work with some low-income community students, helping them get back on grade level and maintain grade level throughout high school. A typical day for me looks like going into the 7th and 8th hour with the students. We come in and we ask them about their day, whatever homework assignments they're working on, whether it be bio, chem, an essay. We work with them through whatever problems they're having. We try to get them help with their teachers, so we go and we talk to teachers if they need that. We also keep track of their grades, talk to them, monitor their grades, and then we also try to plan fun activities for them.
Can you describe a typical day? What activities do you do?
So a typical day looks like for me is coming into 7th and 8th hour with the students at Boulder High. We have our separate classroom. We work on whatever assignments they have for the day, whether it be math, biology, chemistry, or an essay. If they need help talking to a teacher, we go talk to that teacher, get them the help they need, see what the teacher needs for each assignment. And then also on the weekends, we plan fun activities like tubing, where we took them down to a soccer game, little things like that, trying to get them the experience of the larger side of life. Usually the men are the tutors, so I'm a tutor. The head boss is also a male. He also helps the students with typical small stuff, but the boss kind of handles us and tells us what to do. I typically work with each individual student in my class, and then I go through each of them, whatever assignments they are, bounce around. The women, they typically are on the computer. They're the ones who are monitoring their grades. They'll pull them over and tell them this is what's working, this is what's not working, and then they do a lot of emailing to the teachers. In my personal experience, gender has not been an issue per se for me, but I do know that the way some of the children are, as young children are in high school, they like to say whatever they want to say. So a couple times they have offended the female workers that I work with, calling them the B word and things like that, which is very disrespectful. I can see how that could definitely be an issue that's related to gender. I would say that one way my job stresses gender equality is probably in the facet that they really make sure that the males are hands-on. So the specialties that they bring in are all male tutors. So we have a specialty that does chemistry. He's an older male. We have a math tutor who's also a male. And so I would say that they typically don't bring in women to come in and teach the kids, even though there are girls and stuff in the class who need help. They're always working with the male. The male is, in a sense, the dominant figure who comes in and gives them the knowledge, while the women, in a sense, if you were looking at it on a gender basis, the women do the behind-the-scenes work. I think that just based off kind of what I last said, was just kind of giving the mixture, bringing in some women who also understand what they're doing, understand the high level of what they need to bring in, and bring those people in to also give information to students. So that way the males and the females see that women are just as smart and just as capable as men to tutor and to give out information.
What do you feel is the best intrinsic benefit of your job, the best benefit that's not monetary?
The best intrinsic value is taking somebody who's necessarily failing 3 classes, they kind of giving up hope. They're looking at going into the senior year, but they might be held back because they're failing a certain amount of classes. And then you get to go in and you get to see them smile because you go in every day and you're someone who actually cares about their performance. You're somebody who remembers the things about them, remembers the things that they like, and to see that smile that lights up on their face every single day when you come in to help them to get them to where they want to go.
Well, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you so much for asking me.
Thank you.